Yes, people, we're back. We're back with a final review of the season, man. As always, make sure that you're smashing up the likes, subscribing to the channel. Like I said, road to 2K. Sorry I'm a little bit late today, people. Listen, I was actually at the game. Emotional day, man. Because unfortunately for us, Thiago Silva bows out. And listen, legend, man, club legend. I can't lie. Like the things that this guy has seen at the club, yeah, seen us through with the whole thing with Roman. He could have left. He decided to stay at the club. You know, we could have actually won more trophies with him. And unfortunately for us, Liverpool took a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? They took a couple of them from us. But he bows out of the Club World Cup, Super Cup, you know, Champions League, 20-year career, over 20 years playing at the highest level. And it's Chelsea, the mighty Chelsea that have given him the Champions League, you know. The year before that, him and Tuchel, you know, they lost with PSG, bro. And then we gave him something that unfortunately he wasn't able to get at AC Milan, wasn't able to get at PSG. It's us that gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? So he'll forever be grateful for what we've given him, and we'll forever be grateful as well for you know the dedication he's shown for us, the leadership he's shown for us, the quality he's shown for us. You know what I'm saying? And I remember the first game he played for us against West Brom. Yeah, and he had an absolute stinker. Yeah, I was thinking, Jesus Christ. You know, am I looking at it here and thinking, yo, has this guy lost his legs? Because he's moving a bit mad. But I said, nah, it must have been just an off day. Do you know what I'm saying? And after that, just class. Just class. You know what I'm saying? The way he reads the game. For me, like I said, Thiago Silva, one of my favorite centre-backs, even away from Chelsea. So it's been a pleasure to actually watch him in person. Yeah, an all-timer. Right? An all-timer. He's not the quickest centre-back, not the tallest centre-back, but the way he reads the game, A1. And honestly, this guy's definitely going to go into coaching. He's spoken about coming to Chelsea a couple of times already. You know, his kids, they're both at Chelsea. They both play for Chelsea. Apparently his family are going to stay in West London as well, because obviously he's going back to Brazil now. But apparently they're going to stay. So that goes to show how much they love the club. You know, I was sitting literally near Belle Silva when I went Fulham away this season, and she was literally sitting with the fans. She gets on the train like everyone else. You know what I mean? Just embracing the culture, embracing the country, embracing the club. You know, and for me, he's a legend. He's definitely going to be a legend of the club. You know what I'm saying? I only wish that we built better around him. You know what I'm saying? I wish we had better around him. Like last year, where we finished 12th, him and Enzo, for me, were our best players. He didn't deserve to finish 12th because defensively last year, we weren't bad. And a big reason why was because of Thiago Silva. You know what I mean? At the end of the video, listen, I'll put a little clip there of you know what he was saying and whatnot. Like I said, it was emotional, man. And a little tear in my eye. You know, I saw Nina, you know, just before we left the stadium, and you know, she was looking real emotional as well. But yeah, man, sad day. But listen, you know, hopefully he'll finish up in Brazil and you know, take up a new role at Chelsea, man. But yeah, I thought I'd start off with that. The game itself, listen, I wasn't impressed with us today, to be honest with you. Like, we were not good in the final third, in both the first half and the second half. You know, first half, I thought first few minutes was building up quite well, to be honest, was keeping the ball quite well. Sterling started off really well. He was winning some good fouls. He was, you know, turning his man really well. Cucurella as well in possession was really good. You know, was building up like what we've been seeing in the past few games when we've been seeing Cucurella inverting with a little bit more control. But every time we got to that final third, like, the decision-making was so bad. Palmer's shot, you know, off target. Gallagher's shot off target in the first half. You know, Jackson, he wasn't really, you know, in the game today. We wasn't really creating much for him today. Do you know what I'm saying? And I even had to look at the XG as well, because I was thinking to myself, there's no way that my eyes were lying to me. Yeah, because during the game, I even said in the group chat, I was like, yo, we have not been good today. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, it's the last game of the season. We got a win in the end, which, you know, which is good. But overall, looking at the game, we were average. We were average at best. Yeah. But you see that Caicedo goal? You see that Caicedo goal, yeah? Yo. I was happy that I'm happy that I went to the game today, actually, because I said to you guys after the Arsenal game, I'm not going to another game this season. But Alex, big up Alex, Chelsea Fan TV, he shouted me. He's like, yo, listen, I've got a spare there. If you want to come, you can come in it. I said, cool, say less, I'm going to come. And a big reason why I wanted to go is because of, obviously, to support the boys. But Thiago Silva, I wanted to see him, you know, go out nicely, you know. So I was actually sitting behind the team in the first half. And Caicedo, yeah, before he took that shot, we were all like, woo, waiting for him to hit it. and it was just perfect. Perfect. You know what I'm saying? I think here, I read earlier, it's actually how far out he was. Yeah, was actually ridiculous, right? Look how far out this guy was. I retweeted this earlier. Let me just quickly get this up again. It says it here. So Moises Caicedo's goal for Chelsea was the furthest scored in a Premier League game since Wayne Rooney for Everton in November 2017. He was 57.7 yards out. Right? No, sorry. Wayne Rooney was 57.7 yards out versus West Ham. Yeah, and Moises Caicedo today was 50.5, which is still far. You know what I'm saying? Still far. But he had to get it spawned because he had to get it over the keeper, but he had to get, not too much on it where it still manages to just do that. Do you know what I'm saying? Amazing goal. Amazing goal. And I'm happy for him. And because, listen, the past few games, he's been looking at the Caicedo of old. Today, he was the only one really in that midfield that was sort of driving through the midfield, keeping the ball ticking. His final ball was really good as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Palmer, I thought, was quite sloppy today. Listen, some of these guys just look like they're just ready for the holidays now, and they're ready to just sign out. Do you know what I mean? Palmer wasn't really at it today, in all honesty. But Caicedo in possession today, really, really tidy, man. It was a good cameo from Leslie as well, to be fair, when Leslie came on. He was really tidy, just sweeping things up, getting involved in the duels, getting stuck in. He was good as well today. Cucurella, another solid performance from him. And Chalobah, yeah, you see this guy. Honestly, bro, it's actually sad that he's going to get sold for FFP for profit and whatnot. If it's up to me, I would sell Disasi and keep Chalobah because honestly, before Chalobah, yeah, before this injury and, when he used to play with Rudiger and all these guys, he was the one that was learning from them. He didn't really have the experience. Do you know what I'm saying? But now he just looks so much better. He looks more mature. He looks like his leadership qualities, like I said, behind the goal, I was watching him behind the goal. He was shouting at Madueke, come on, like, trying to rile up the team. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the few guys that are left from Roman's era right now. Do you know what I mean? And if it's up to me, I would keep him in it, but unfortunately, there's politics in football at times, and they're going to look at it from a business point of view, and he's going to be straight profit. There's going to be so many clubs after him. So many clubs. I won't be surprised if he stays in the Prem because before, he was meant to be going into Milan, then he got injured, and Bayern wanted him as well. But obviously, they pulled out of that thing. He got injured at the time as well, so that didn't happen. But honestly, I won't be surprised if Premier League clubs come in for him, and he will definitely improve them because he's someone that's reliable. Today, he played at right back, and comfortably for me, he was our best defender today. The blocks, the interceptions, the way he reads the game. Before with Chalobah, I used to get a little bit, skeptical at times. Like if I see him in the lineup at times, I'm thinking, oh, he's gonna have a bozo moment, man. Like I just feel it. But honestly, this guy's improved so much, man. And it's going to be a shame if we sell him. You know what I mean? It's going to be a big shame if we sell him because every team needs a guy like Chalobah. He's just durable. They don't complain about, lack of game time. They come in, and when they come in, they're reliable. They can do a job. You know what I mean? He's been good. He's helped us with our defensive record recently. I know we obviously conceded today. And to be honest, if it wasn't for Petrovic, listen, we could have lost that game today. You know what I mean? But like I said, these lot today, it was clear to me that they were on the beach, man. I'm looking at Noni, he's not even, it looks like he's not even trying to take on his man like that. The sun was out. People in the crowd were just talking to each other. It was one of them games. That's why I'm not even going too deep into it in terms of the tactics and whatnot, But obviously at the minute, we've reached top 6. It's annoying that Poch has decided to change things tactically towards the end of the season. For me, like I said, I still stick by it. I think we could have actually got top 4, right? Because Aston Villa today, they got battered. I'm hearing they got battered today, yeah. And we've only finished, 63 points. They've finished 5 points ahead of us. 5 points ahead of us. And you guys can leave comments below of so many games this season where I'm looking at it tactically and thinking, yo, why have you played Gallagher left wing? Yo, why have you played Chilwell here? Why have you played this guy here? You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't be saying that week after week for a guy that's got over 10 years experience. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens now with Poch. I'll be real with you. He went straight down in the dugout when before, like when Silva came out and stuff. His team went down. They did actually come back up after. I saw them. Apparently he was crying in the dugout. I don't know what that's about. I don't know how true that is. But we'll see what's happening right now because it's interesting. Obviously, the club were interested in De Zerbi before. Apparently they've called the interest, but he's not going to be at Brighton anymore. So listen, if he gets sacked, I can definitely see the club trying to go in for De Zerbi. They ain't going to have that struggle of now going back to Brighton, having that awkward conversation of going back to Brighton for someone else again. You know what I'm saying? And for me, people, that my number one choice would be De Zerbi. I don't know if he's going to win us stuff. Ideally, yes, we want a winner. For me, I'm only picking De Zerbi or Ancelotti. They're the only two that I'm taking right now for Poch. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's going to be quite interesting to see what happens there, innit? But there's a lot to look forward to, man. There's a lot to look forward to going forward into the season. Hopefully we can keep everyone fit because, again, even today, Nkuku's come on. He didn't really get involved in the game as much as the other day because, like I said, we just weren't as fluid today, in all honesty. These lot kind of just look like they checked out. But you can just see the quality straight away, man. The way he just plays the ball over the top, his final passing tends to be spot on. The way he retains the ball, he's strong on the ball. He's got that flair. He's got that natural ability. Honestly, this guy just needs to stay fit, and he's going to be another key player. The same way that Cole Palmer's a key player for us, he's going to be another key player for us next season, you know? Sterling took his goal well today. It was shocking goalkeeping, to be fair, but he actually done up Aaron's on that side, which was good. Do you know what I'm saying? Which was really good. So, listen, overall, the performance, like I said, it was average. Not going to, you know, slander these guys or whatever because we've got the job done. You have games like that in the season. Like I said, it's the final game of the season. We've got top 6 now, innit? So we just have to hope that Man City go and beat Man United. I don't see City losing that game. They're going to want to make sure that they wrap up the double. Obviously, they didn't do a treble this season, but they've done a 4P. So they're going to want to, you know, do something else and win another trophy and keep adding to that, you know? So next season, we need to make sure that these owners need to make sure that they rectify mistakes. Because as much as I'm here supporting for Man City, I am not happy to be doing that. But they're the lesser of the two evils because I don't want Arsenal winning the league. And of course, I don't want Liverpool winning the league. I don't like their fans. But Man City, bro, I know Daps. Yeah, I know a few people in London, like 2 people that are Man City fans. When they win the league, I go outside, there's no noise. You know what I'm saying? There's no noise. But still, this is Premier League legacy. And right now, what they're doing, Chelsea have never done. We've never dominated in the league like this before. We've got 5 Prems, but we've never dominated the way they have. Centurions, you know, 4Ps, trebles. They can do a double now. You know what I'm saying? Multiple FA Cups, multiple Carabao Cups. How many Carabao Cups did they win in a row? 5, 4, 5 in a row. You know what I mean? So we need to make sure that we go again next year. I don't want to do this phase stuff like Arsenal. We're not Arsenal. We're Chelsea. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I'm not saying next year we're going to challenge because it's a big ask. But depending on who we bring in and depending on who stays fit, we can honestly be up there. I'll be real. We can honestly be up there next season. Again, I'm not saying we're going to win it, but we can definitely be up there. If we get a striker, get a centre back, you know, get a left back, like I said, because Chilwell's done for me. I think we need to move him on this summer. There's no way we should be keeping this guy 200k a week, can barely stay fit. The guy can't play like Cucurella. He can't invert like Cucurella. And that's what we're looking to do now. So he's just redundant in the team. He needs to go. You know, there's a few holes that need to be plugged. We can go again, 100%. And hopefully people will stay fit because Arsenal, this year, they've barely had any injuries. I think they've had least amount of injuries. And that helps. Imagine Arsenal trying to, you know, go compete for the league with Reece Nelson, your Cedrics, you know, your second choice, third choice players. And that's what we've had to do pretty much all season. We've had our second fiddle team, plus we've had a manager that's not been setting the team up correctly, which is, they're both a recipe for disaster, you know, because the quality is just not there. And then you've got the manager that's not setting up the platform correctly. Do you know what I mean? But listen, I wanted to finish off on Cole Palmer, man, because listen, player of the season for us, he's actually been directly involved in more Premier League goals than any other Chelsea players ever managed in their debut season for the club. So he's broken Hasselbank's record, right? And how long ago was that? Do you know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. Cole Palmer was directly involved in more Premier League goals than any other player during the 2023-24 season. 34 games, 22 goals, 11 assists, over 40 GA with no Europe as well. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. And like I said, I cannot wait to see Cole Palmer with better players around him. Yeah, more consistent players like Nkuku, for example. Do you know what I mean? It's only going to get better. Yeah? But like I said, people, make sure that you're smashing up the likes. Subscribe to the channel. There's going to be a lot of content over the summer. You know, got a few plans around the Euros. Obviously, like transfers. We're going to speak about that. It's good. We got the here we go finally for Esteval. I'm excited about that. And, you know, Fabrizio spoke about him and Payers. They're not going to be loaned out as well, which is really good because I was saying, listen, these are 2 that we need to fast track. I don't want to be seeing Payers going to Strasbourg. I don't want to be seeing Esteval going somewhere else. I need to see these guys at Chelsea as soon as they land. You know what I mean? And then they can be integrated into the team. And that's why it's really important that we're getting into Europe, you know? So like I said, Man City, please, just get the job done against United, please. Get the job done against them, please, right? So we ain't got to, you know, go play in some I don't even know what countries you go and play in the Conference League. You know, if we're in the Conference League, cool, I'll take it. Whatever, it is where it is. I'm not happy to be in there. It is where it is. But Europa, I actually like the Europa League. I'll be real. Like when we've been in there twice, we've won it twice. So it's actually a tournament that I actually think, okay, I respect it. Do you know what I mean? So let's see in it. Let's see how Man City get on in that final. But I'm confident that they'll beat Man United, in all honesty, man. But like I said, people, every time, man, I appreciate the support. Like I said, road to 2K now. Make sure that you smash up the lights. Leave your thoughts in the comments. And yeah, I'm going to leave you a lot of the video of Thiago Silva, man. Love.
I love you so much, guys. I miss you. Bye-bye. One more time for the legend that is Thiago.